Hi, my name is Victor Bart. This is my 1965 Unimog 404 with a diesel engine, and in around 2.5 months I will go on a 6-week trip to the North Cape in the top of Norway, and I will start around Amsterdam, and I'm doing a lot of jobs to get it ready. I now have the bed with a shelf on top, the speakers are in, I made a new bench here with room for 2 lithium batteries that are coming, and I placed the HCM battery right now on that spot, and a big inverter and a kitchen and power. But this video is not about that. That will be probably a next video. Let's talk about the chairs. And I got some replacement chairs, because the original chairs that are here, they are not so good for long drives. So this is the original chair, and it slides in on rails in the cabin, and you can adjust them, and for long drives, yeah, they are just not so comfortable. So with the plans to drive to the North Cape, I decided I need to do something about the chairs, and I got a tip from Army Truck Tom about replacement chairs. And Army Truck Tom also has a Unimog 404, but with a flatbed with a cover, but inside he made also a camper, and he just did a trip to Iceland. So check out his channel, because he makes really cool content, and let's give him some more subscribers. So check out Army Truck Tom, links are in the description. But the chairs that he also has in his Unimog are these chairs from a Jeep Wrangler model 78 to 95, and I bought this chair brand new for €270 each, and I bought 2 of them, so both the passenger and the driver will get a better chair. And they are pretty nice because they have some vinyl on top of it. It's some kind of waterproof stuff, so it doesn't matter if the chair gets wet. And it's really a durable fabric. And here's an adjustment knob to set the angle of the chair, and you get them on both sides. And here on the rear we even have a cargo net. Not sure how I'm gonna reach it if the chairs are in, because it's a tight fit. Together with my father we made adapter plates, so the chairs can now slide in the original rails. So I can also swap out this chair with the old chairs again. So that makes a lot of sense, that you don't modify the cabin too much. But the biggest challenge was, the chair is not bigger, but this piece is a bit higher than this. So we really had to design it that it was really flush at the front. And also what is nice about these chairs is you have extra support here for your back, and also here with the seating. I'm quite small, so I fit perfectly in this chair. So maybe someone that is bigger won't fit in here, how I mounted it. So then we can flip out to the original chair if you want to take a spin. So that's why I made it that the original chairs can be refitted, so then we have 2 options for chairs. I found some scrap metal to make this adapter to put the chairs in the Unimog. And my father helped me with making it. I designed the idea of the tubes here and the side pieces and the big pieces here, and he made them and welded it. So thank you Dad for making the adapter plates. So let's fit them on this chair. And this is the passenger side frame, and as you can see we made a big offset in it to put the chair more to the side. With the first test sit I noticed that my knee was bending against the inner engine cover, because with the blocks here you sit way more straight in these chairs, and on the original chairs you can sit a little bit sideways. So we had to make the offset, and now it sits way better and with the legs straight. Otherwise it will kill your body on long drives. On the bottom of the chair we have 8 holes with threaded M8s. So let's mount this frame to the chair. As you can see, the mounting plate here is almost flush and it angles down and this bracket holds it up. So this chair is now ready to install. So let's first install the frame on the other chair. So here you see clearly the offset. Here's the side of the chair, and the mounting plate is completely under it. And by this side, here's the side of the chair, and the mounting plate is completely to the side. So let's mount them in the Unimog and show you how they look. They look really, really awesome. Here you have the original mounting system, and there's a knob on top of it, and the new mounting plate slide over it. And I see that I need to paint much more already because it's a bit scratched up. But when it's warmer, I'm gonna do some sound dampening here in the cabin, so then I will probably also paint some things on it and make a little makeover of the cabin to make it more suitable for the long trips. I think the chair with the mounting plate is around 25 kilos or something. So it's just light enough that you can handle it. Okay, it's on top of the sliding rails. So let's find the knob. Here it's in. So let's climb into the cab. And also the other side is in. So the chair is now on its place. So the chair sits really nice with the extra support here and a longer backrest. But what's not really possible is to angle the chair more to the rear, because then you're on the soft top. But you can easily move it forward or backward a bit. So I can also install the knob here. So let's put the driver chair in. So the chair is in, and I still have the big steering wheel, which I really love. I think it's iconic. But it's a little bit tight here, but I fit in here. Maybe others not. So yeah, maybe I will get someday a smaller steering wheel, but I like the big one, and I have power steering, so the smaller steering wheel doesn't matter that much. But I can easily and comfortably... that was my light. Let's fix that. So let's try that again. I can easily reach the accelerator pedal, and I need that because the North Cape trip will be probably around 9,000 kilometer round trip. So yeah, also the clutch is easy to reach. The brakes are feeling still great. Good. So it's easy to drive, and the hand gas here the phone mount switches. But one thing is hard to reach, and that is the turn off switch of the 24 volt, and it's just impossible to reach. Oh yeah, I can reach it now. So yeah, I gonna extend the key a little bit, so that I can turn it on and off without breaking my back. The angle is a little bit more than the original chairs, and I think they are a little bit more to the front now. And on the mounting plates here, I only have one position, because I found out that the chairs are always on the last position, and yeah, there's just not much room in this pretty small cabin. I think if you have this cabin, but with the crew cab, the Doka, you have so much more room to put chairs in it. But with the soft top, you are limited. And maybe I'm gonna make my own hard top someday, and then I can cheat a little bit and put a little bit more headroom here, and that I can angle my chair a little bit more. So that is a plan for the future. But the chairs are in, so yeah. I think I'm gonna do a test drive to see how they really sit on longer drive. And I don't have seat belts. I have some seat belts somewhere that you just put here, but I don't have strong mounting spots here on the rear wall. So I'm gonna make them someday, but not sure when. And you have also the roll bar, that's also an option, and then you have the 3-point seat belts, but I don't think it will fit with this chair that's now more in the corner. The chairs are a little bit smaller, so there's a lot of room here, and also here enough room, and even there's some room behind the chair. So I think I can use the cargo net here to put some papers in it or something. So yeah, that works. I have a lot of real estate here, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna place here. In my original petrol Unimog, there was a big diesel heater here, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna install that. I still need to find a spot for my CB radio somewhere here on the dashboard, because I tried to put it here, but I think it will be too small with your knee, and the unit was a little bit too big, so I need to make a plate here on top. And I need to make a switch panel with some control lights for the big Hella spotlight, for the reverse lights. So yeah, I have still a lot more to do, but the chairs are done. Here's some detail shots so you can see how I've done it. So a lot of room here, but here on top the chair is almost against the soft top, so not much room to put it more to the rear. And I've knobbed on both sides. I still need to install the other side, and some nice cover plates that I now can install. Because the chair is now offset, we don't have that much room here left, but still behind the chair there's a lot of room. And here is also the chair against the soft top. And you can see now that's completely offset. I think it was around 4 centimeters. And here a few on the mounting plate and the big offset. And my super ugly can holders, but they are just mounted with a magnet, so I can easily put them somewhere else. And here the other side of the driver chair. Yeah, I really love this upgrade. And I'm gonna do the North Cape trip solo, and I'm gonna film it all. So if you don't want to miss those episodes, please consider subscribing, and thanks for watching. And probably the next video will be an overview about the build that I done for the solo off-grid camping, because I gonna try to do it all off-grid with the engine charging the lithium batteries and the solar panel, and not plugging in for 6 weeks and induction cooking. So that will be a big challenge. So see you next time.